Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. In the last episode we obtained Justicar Samara for our team, and this episode we won't be doing anything to do with her. Indeed, the next two episodes are going to be side missions. I'm going to do 3 this episode and 3 next, so either I'll be very efficient or these will be longer episodes, you know how these things go. Anyway, we're here in the Shrike Abyssal, and we first have a few planets to scan. Worth noting, this one I'm on, Tossal Nim, what a name, has element 0. This place, the Shrike Abyssal, you can only get to having purchased the star chart from Barrier Frontiers, which only becomes available after you've done the Collector Cruiser mission, so they'd like to reward you for that a little bit, so that there are a few missions out here, and also there's Gubs. Now with that done, let's go to the actual planet of interest, which is this one here. Zardaban. Zardaban is a large, dense planet named for Avola's god of punishment. What a great name then. Its crust is... its crutch, I keep saying that. Its crust is rich in uranium, eroded by wind to create large radioactive dust storms across the surface. That doesn't sound great. The Volus of Talisphere have explored the planet thoroughly with space probes and telepresent robo-mining machines, and discovered they are not the first to exploit the planet. Plastics from a mining station approximately 50,000 years old can be found near the planet's equator. Curiously, the nearby mines were not tapped out of uranium ore. Instead, they were abandoned at the height of their operation. And what do we know significant that happened in this universe 50,000 years ago? Anyway, quick scan, more element 0 on this one, and then... And here's our mission. Scan show a crude base established on the planet's surface. Communications match known blood pack mercenary protocols. Numerous life signs matching Vorsa genealogy detected. The base's material resources match our data on weapons manufacturing components. Let's land. So, we'll be fighting almost entirely Vorcha and Krogan and other regenerating armoured things on this thing, so we're going to take our best anti-armour, anti-regenerating flammable folks, which is Mordin and Zaid. So me and Zaid are all leveled up. Mordin we haven't used in a while. We'll bring his Incinerate up to full level. Once again, Heavy Incinerate I don't find as useful as Incineration Blast. Just like splash damage is so rare in this game, you gotta take it when you can. We'll upgrade Neural Shock as well. I'm good, Zaid's good. Weapons-wise, let's make sure Mordin is on the Locust, because it's better than the Tempest. I'm on the Arc Projector, Geth Pulse Rifle Viper. Everyone's good, let's land.
Destroying it would disrupt the entire facility.
Sounds good to me. Let's quickly just slap my various ammo powers on, so I'll have Cryo, not going to bother with Disruptor on him. Make sure these guys have got their stuff mapped correctly. And then I also want to put this on the Locust. I learned something new recently. Watch this. If you hold X, auto swaps to whatever weapon you were using last, so it can just flip between the sniper and the SMG at will, which is really handy. Have I got... that's Neural Shock. Wonderful. Perfect. So, there's a lot of gubs for on this. There's a lot of Palladium and whatnot, because this is more of a later game mission. I think you can get this from Tuchanka somewhere, but I'm not too sure. Kalusk, I'm sending back 2 of the Vorcha you sent me so you can see what I'm dealing with out here. I suggest you not arm these morons. These piss-poor shots are more likely to blast out the broadside of one of your generators than hit their intended targets. Maybe when you understand what I'm dealing with, you won't be so quick to mock me when I ask for some goddamned assistance. Salamul. What a great name. So, someone's not happy with their Vorcha here, but no one's ever happy with Vorcha by the sounds of it. Oh, that sounds like a Vorcha. Or a creepy clown. Not sure which. Nope, they're Vorcha. So, we're gonna... Ooh, that was weird. Well, we missed. But Zaid didn't miss. This is all about, as I say, the incendiary stuff to stop your Vorcha from regenerating and just deal them good damage as well. So we've got, obviously, me on Incinerate, Mordin on Incinerate, and Zaid on Inferno Grenade. Inferno Grenade is so handy here because of the splash damage, and you can just see how much damage you can deal from up above. Let's swap out to the Locust, actually, because snipers just are not the most useful thing against Vorcha. You just really want to lay the damage down on them rather than powerful damage, just rate of fire. Oh, Zaid's got a really cool mask as well. Though I can't help but wonder, like, masks like his and Mordin's, which are just kind of like cover the face, they would work, yes, for breathing, but I feel like the issue with them is that they wouldn't actually be, like, environmentally sealed, so if there was, like, a toxin or something in the air, or just, like, pressure or something like that, it'd still be on your skin, like, your skin is still exposed. Oh, God. Inferno Grenade is so good. I need to bring that up to high levels. God, I'm really tempted to take that to myself, actually, because I don't use Neural... Okay. Neural Shock didn't seem to work there. Maybe they have a weird nervous system? I don't know. Anyway, here's some more Palladium and another data pad. Kalusk, some of my Vulture have gone missing. I need more if you expect us to get this work done on schedule. I don't care how you ask them. Get them. Ask Garm for his extras. He has to have some cast-offs that are good enough for mining duty. Well, sounds like they've got a fairly high turnover of staff here, which is exactly the kind of reason one employs Vulture. Because they're just good hired hands, which are hard to kill. Let's grab a medkit here, though. Do I need it? Apparently I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually directly mentioned that, but if you have a full medkit already... Wow. If you have full Medigel and you get a medkit, you just get 100 quid out of it, which isn't particularly useful. I feel one of the things I found with this game is woody boogity boogity boo. Well, ooh, hi, help, 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 whoop. Things going badly. Okay, things going really badly. Inferno-grade on him and Unity quickly. Oh, I feel like that really shouldn't have survived. That is the thing I do quite like about Mass Effect, that sometimes if you're in a panicky situation, who's still attacking me? I'm saying there's a blood pack something somewhere. I'm seeing red, but I don't know where it's coming from. I can see you, but I can't hear you. I'm trapped behind glass. My goodness, that is an old reference. It's an older reference, but it checks out. No, what I was going to say is, I quite like the ability that when you're in a kind of, oh god, I'm going to die situation, you can briefly pause and be like, okay, what powers have I got? What are my options here? Rather than just like having to desperately run back as you would in like a normal shooter. Because this isn't a normal shooter, it's a action-adventure RPG shooter. Anyway, here comes the equivalent of a boss fight, which is this fellow here, Kalusk. His shields are going to be the big challenge here, because we're not very anti-shield at the moment. The Locust should make pretty light work of them, and once we're down to armor, we should be all good. Oh, he's killed Zaid. Good one. I don't know why you even ran in Zaid. That was never going to end well, was it? Well, I was going to use Unity, but I apparently wasted all my my charge on doing an Incinerate instead. Let's Unity to get Zaid back up at least. For good, witch. Come on. There's a Krogan really close to me. Oh, boogity, hoogity, boogity. Panic. There we go. I think he's dead. He's certainly not. Ooh, getting up, so he's probably dead. Zaid is making some very questionable tactical decisions at the moment. Ow. I think we're good here. Right, so these are.
Suggest taking a closer look.
These are the kind of power cells for the whole place. If we blow them up. Oh, I really thought there was only one on each side. There we go. Now it says evacuating the bottom. I love how we didn't do this from a distance. Oh no. Run, run, run. Stop getting into cover, you fucking clown. There we go. He says there we go. He's not out yet.
This is valuable.
Now, a few weird things happen there that you don't kind of know about, obviously. You get heavy weapon ammo, another heavy weapon ammo upgrade. You don't need to find it anywhere in the mission, you're just given it for completing it. And we also, though we don't know it at the moment, have unlocked a new mission. Let's head back to the galaxy now. Now we'll notice in the Crescent Nebula with Ilium, there's now Disable Blood Pack Relay. There's two missions here. This one is, the first one we just did there is Blood Pack Base, and then there's also Blood Pack Communications Relay. And these two play off each other. Whichever one you do, you will get the other one upon completing the other one. I think you just have to find out about both of them by just exploring generally. But, as I say, whichever way you do it, round one will lead to the other. Now, that's the plan that we need to do. There is just a... Why would you get a gas giant that close into a star? That can't be possible, unless the game gives a lovely explanation as to why, which I bet you it won't. Yep, that's weird. That shouldn't happen in terms of physics, I don't think. I don't think you should get gas. Well, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to quickly scan this one here. And as I mentioned, our real target is over here, the planet Tarith.
Anomaly detected.
Tarith is broadly Earth-like, with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, the main reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component in Tarith's plant life. As a defense mechanism against native herbivores, many species evolve the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. This gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. When avoidable, this has placed Tarith near the bottom of the list for colonization. There are intermittent signals originating in the heart of a large chlorine swamp. They appear to be coded, though it is not impossible that they are the garbled distress signals from a downed civilian ship. Let's scan and land. Oh, as well, in case you can't see here, this planet has element 02, which is worth grabbing a little bit of. Preliminary scans indicate a high-powered communications relay on the planet. Communications match known blood pack mercenary protocols once again. A concentration of Krogan and Vulture signals are massed inside what appears to be a mining operation. Life signs detected. Unknown species! Advise caution. So, this time we're going to take Mordin and we're going to take Jack. We'll be largely facing Krogan Vulture-style regenerating foes in this, so... Krogan. Mordin is useful for the reasons I discussed earlier. Jack, her big thing she has is warp ammo. A biotic, so this is her squad loyalty power, which I've not really talked about a huge deal. A biotic Mass Effect field keyed into this ammo increases its damage against armor, health, and barriers, so everything. Does extra damage to targets affected by biotics. And I believe it stops enemies from regenerating, much like warp does, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. You can also test out that new shotgun that we got last time.
May serve as a navigational contingency.
Who remembers those things from the Krogan Rite of Passage? It's Harvesters and everyone's favourite bastard that they drop. Let's quickly make sure everyone's set up. Shotgun, then you can go on warp and give me shockwave, or if you give me cryoblast, might actually be more useful because it freezes the clicks in place, which can actually be handy. Anyway, there's a datapad here. Attention all workers, stop chipping away at this node, there's nothing left here to mine. Move on to other sites now. Sell them all. Him again. Must be linked to the last site, which I suppose is how we knew about this. Anyway, there's this beacon here. If we activate it, it connects to the next beacon, and we can loosely? I combined saying roughly and loosely there.
Concentrations exceeding safe levels. Proceeding with caution.
This is what I said, so there's chlorine in the atmosphere here, and yet these two are just wearing masks which only cover their breathers. You would not want your fucking eyes or head exposed when there's chlorine around. This shit is really nasty. Should be like bleeding out of our eye sockets by now. But yeah, this is a kind of creepy and mildly cool mission, just because it's very different, and this kind of... Oh dear, hello. This kind of brings me on to one of the points about... I can't get out of Blast, actually, not Incineration Blast. One of the points about Mass Effect 2's N7 kind of side quests, these just out in the field ones, and how they compare to Mass Effect 1. They are different. They're very different. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I want to be going over here. Follow the beacons if in doubt. In some ways, I argued at the time... That's creepy. I argued at the time that, when I was Let's Playing it, that Mass Effect 1 was a bit too big when it came to side quests. Like, you had a lot of side quests, and a lot of it was just land on a planet and you just gotta find shit. And it felt somewhat unfocused in that way. But there was something cool about, like... So here, every side mission... This isn't where I thought I was. Oh no, it's up here. In this, at least, every side mission does feel different, because they've all been kind of like... They're not just like, you find stuff and then you go in a base that are all the same geometry and stuff like that. They all have their own kind of unique feel to it. Attention all workers, fall back now! Evacuation shuttles are on the way. Anyone not gathering when the shuttle arrives will be left for one of those damned bugs. And there's another beacon here. We're going down there. So yeah, these ones feel a bit more different and as such a little bit more focused. But they don't honestly feel as exploration focused. There was something kind of cool about landing on a planet that looked really different and exploring it until... Oh, there's another harvester. Exploring it until you found something, whereas here it's kind of like you very much land straight on something and you've got to do what usually is a kind of more linear mission. Basically, that's probably the best way of summing it up, that this game had just been kind of linearized in that way, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but... Oh no, Shockwave is working fine. I do love Shockwave, it's such a good move. And only Jack gets it. Like, I think you get it if you are a... Oh, maybe you actually have to be a full-on adept to get it, like the kind of only biotics person. Like, see, right, when I first played through this game, Ooh, pardon me. I very much played a Vanguard, so the combination of biotics and combat, because I thought it was like that was the coolest shit for me. Some of the tech powers are quite cool, and I do enjoy playing an Infiltrator as well. I don't think I'm quite shitey, stealthy, snipey enough, like that's the power I never use. But yeah, no, I loved playing a Vanguard. I just feel like playing a... Oh, there's your next beacon. Playing a Infiltrator gave me a chance to kind of show off more of the game's stuff, because it shows me off some combat stuff, some tech stuff, and then I've got biotics from like my squad mates. Maybe I should have been a Vanguard. I feel like I played a Vanguard a bit too much. So you get specialization in shotguns with Vanguard, and the big one that I remember from this that you get is Biotic Charge, which only you... So let's say every class has an ability which only Shepard gets, like no squad mates ever have, and the one for Vanguard is Charge, where you kind of... Whoops! So you do like that if you were to use Charge here, then you go flying towards that enemy, you ram into them, and then you gotta go BAM into them, and then time is briefly frozen. Well, not frozen, but slowed down, during which time you shotgun them. And if you get it leveled up enough, you can just then charge straight onto another one. And you can just go flying around the field like some kind of crazy biotic boomerang, shotgunning people in the face. And it's great fun. But I can't remember if they get Shockwave or not. I have definitely a feeling they get Shockwave in Mass Effect 3, but that's very different. The music, I must draw attention to at this point as well in this episode, is quite unusual. It's just quite creepy. It reminds me of types of very... Oh, that's cool, seeing the route we kind of going beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop. Turning into R2-D2. It's kind of stopped now, but the music at times sounds like the music from Nemesis in Alton Towers. It's not doing it at the moment. And also, that's going to be a reference which most of my authorship don't get. That's a shuttle taking off. So I guess that was the evacuation shuttles your man Salaman was talking about. Salamul, even, and here he is! Oh dear, he has a barrier. What to do about that? There's not much I can do against a barrier, unfortunately, other than just hit it quite hard. I'm going to run back a second. I guess if we hit it quite hard, it should be down before too long. Up. And now we're just down to armor, which we can very much take on. Oh, I did neural shock instead of burn. Where's Jack at? She gets stuck somewhere. Yeah, she's just standing down there like a clown, I was going to say. Oopsie daisy! That was the rocket trooper hit by accident. As you can see, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I switched to cryo ammo just because there's no point of disruptor ammo against enemies like this. Enemies that don't have shields, I think you actually... I don't think disruptor ammo is actually a penalty. I think I'm thinking of there was... oh dear. Wow, one shot takes out an armored vulture. Fuck me. I think I'm thinking of... There was... What were they called? Phasic ammo in Mass Effect 1, which did extra damage to synthetics. Or, oh no, it did extra damage to shields by going... Oh, for fuck's sake. It went through shields, and as such, kind of ignored them more, shield bypass, but the disadvantage of it was it did less actual damage. I kind of think I'm thinking of that when I think of disruptor ammo in this, and it probably does the same amount of damage to non-synthetics, and overheats weapons, which are always nice. Anyway, that's the mission. Apparently that was it, whatever the blub 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 was. Yeah, uncounted unclassified hostile alien species. I'm not sure if in this game ever actually gives you the name Harvester. I think that was only in like the Art of Mass Effect 2 book and also Mass Effect 3. It tells you here that it gives you heavy weapon ammo. That's a lie. You get that for doing the last mission. Both missions tell you get it, but you only actually get it from the Blood Pack base one. Anyway, with that, we've got one more mission to do this episode. So this time we're going to go down to the Minos Wasteland. This as well can also only be accessed by a star shot from Barrier Frontiers. I think that last system we were in just unlocks after you get to do the Blood Pack relay mission, though it might be automatically unlocked, I'm not actually sure. But here we've got this tiny little place called Fortis, which only has 3 little planets. Let's scan this one first, Pietas. And then our planet of interest is this one up to the right, which is Aquietus. Home to the famous Iron Canyons, Aquietus has a reddish iron oxide dust, hematite, covering most of its surface and significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Terran explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps, heated by magma in the planet's crust. In a strange combination of science and hucksterism, a small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal properties. The funds are then used to maintain a research station which has discovered some fossil evidence that Aquietus once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribose nucleic acids in those springs. Which is all marginally cool. Let's scan it and then land. Wow, we'll get the anomaly. Anomaly. Good one. Idiot.
Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Surface scans report potential alien signatures from within the mining facility. Technically anything be alien if it wasn't human. Anomalous life signs detected. Whereabouts of facility staff? Unknown. So, we are going to take with us Jack and Grunt. So Grunt we haven't used in a while, so we'll give him Incendiary Ammo 3. Jack we used just last mission, so that's fine. Everyone on what they should be on. Yes, wonderful, except me! I'm going to switch out the arc projector for the Firestorm, because there's a great chance to show it off. Well, that's not at all creepy. We're in a disturbing abandoned mine, and there's things moving around. Right, let's put everyone on the right stuff. Everyone should be on their shotguns. Everyone should be on their special ammo, and everyone should have their powers appropriately selected, which everyone has. Wonderful. Can you guess what we're going to be up against here? Well, because you just saw them. There we go. It's everyone's favourite. It's Husks, and you're against almost exclusively Husks this time. I will not really be using my Incinerate much. I'll be using Neural Shock, because as you can see, Neural Shock takes out a Husk in one, and it regenerates stupidly fast. I guess their nerves are already so fucked that it only takes one good slap to it to completely take them out of action. If you're reading this, get the hell out of this place. Now! That's very encouraging, though it is a mine that's been overrun by Husks, so I guess that's not great. I don't know, maybe these are the people who worked in the mine. Ugh, not a great concept. But yes, that's the reason I bought the Firestorm as well, because the Firestorm is very good at taking out large volumes of Husks. Oh, that's an Abomination as well, you don't see them every day. Shockwave is amazing for Husks, as you saw there, just rips through them. Anything that's just touched by Shockwave will be killed by its Husks. Basically, Husks, any concussive force or moving around something like that, pull, lift, throw, a Shockwave, stuff like that, all of that will destroy a Husk in one hit, so very handy. Hence, concussive shots as well will also kill him in one. Just basically shoving him around is probably the best way to kill a Husk. Failing that, our team has shotguns and things like that. We're all very well prepared for the apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse specifically. Let's hack this. Oh, bugger! Ow! Oh, I guess there was an Abomination. Wonderful. Has it redone that? Yes, it has. Wow, what an easy hack. You can do that one blind. Usually you have to check what the symbols are, but sometimes from the positioning you can just tell. The original one I probably could have done blind as well. I was in the process of doing so. Then I didn't. Good one. Great words there, Doctor. I've run out of things to say. This mission is just killing Husks, so oh bugger. They do occasionally do that, which is a bit of a shitty move when they drop from you on this drop. Wait, I confused myself. Drop on you from the ceiling. Nice thing about Shockwave as well is it comes from anywhere. Wherever Jack is, she will just use it and it will hit. So you don't really need to think much, which is very handy. Now, if we are Husk free at the moment here, we have some logs to read. Alien machine discovered. Smithson's men dug out some kind of alien agent. Let's just try that again from the top. Smithson's men dug out some alien machine today, like nothing I ever saw. Called on some of my contacts and found out there's a market for this kind of thing. Looks like some squints over at LNS Risk Control are willing to part with a ton of credits to get their hand on one of these things. Far be it from me to deny them a chance to pay me. A strange glow. Cooper and Jorgensen. I think that's just a weird version of Jorgensen, which is a Swedish surname. Say they saw that damned alien thing glowing, and hell if I'm going near it to prove them wrong. I don't get paid enough to expose myself to weird alien artifacts. I have to admit, though, that's an awful pretty sound coming from that back room. Something's different. Cooper, Jorgensen, and them ain't going so well. Not feeling so good myself either. Stay near the machine, feel better. Not sure I want to let the Melanus folk take it. Think it should stay right here with us. Well, that sounds like indoctrination going on there. Everyone's favourite. Now, I believe some Husks drop on your head here.
Shepard, I detected powerful alien signature deep within the mines. It appears the device is pursuing the Husks. It is likely that destroying it would stop them.
So, you have the alien artifact here, through there, to destroy to stop the Husks. However, the game is lying to you here. The number of Husks is actually finite. If you kill them all, then they do stop coming. So it's just a good chance to have a bit of practice of Husk combat, and a good chance, as I say, to use the everyone's favourite Firestorm, just because it's a fun weapon to use. If you head up to the right there, unfortunately you'll see I got some power cells previously which I couldn't use because I was already full on ammo, so they got converted to 100 credits, which is quite annoying. But these power cells up here are very much for open use. Boink! And let's shockwave them as well. My squad mates seem a lot less power happy in this than they were in Mass Effect 1. As in, if I don't tell them to do anything, they pretty much don't. Which can be handy in some situations, but sometimes you like, just take the initiative, man. Anyway, from here we should be able to actually just keep the Husks entirely pinned down with just powers. Like, they do come from a lot of directions and stuff like that, but we're in a good position to just take them all out. God, Neural Shock does regenerate quickly. I believe, right. I'm going to check what the evolution of Neural Shock is, but I think you can have it so it like chains to nearby enemies. So remember that being ridiculously useful against Husks on harder difficulties. Yeah, Neural Shockwave. And it just kind of does a chain lightning thing between them, and shit me, it's powerful. Basically on the harder difficulties, some Husks... Well, Abominations actually have armor as... Oh dear, don't do that. Abominations have armor as well as just being more powerful Husks. Just discourage the curious with the old flamethrower. Oh, I shouldn't have sent Jack down there. Though she's managing fine. But yeah, just being able to just take out... That's why I kind of know that the best way of taking out Husks is anything kind of like concussive or impact-based, because that just breaks them, because they can be a real bastard on the harder difficulties, because they just overwhelm you so easily, and then the moment they've got you pinned down or anything, you're just fucked. I can do this one blind as well. Those two connect, and that one will. I've spent way too much time playing this game, haven't I? Ow! Bugger off, you shitheads! Oh, I'm in a bad way. Can I have a shockwave, please?
Too late. Now you're dead.
Oh, wow, that got bad fast. I guess I figured because the music had stopped, the Husks had stopped. Rookie error there, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, even. And, well, you know, I've learned my lesson for it. Oh, dear. Let's just retreat back up the hill, shall we? I thought I was finished here. I'm apparently not finished here, oh dear. Oh, it does look great when you send a shockwave just flying through him like a fucking biotic freight train. Which is literally how the game describes it, not me. It's at the final level of shockwave. It's like, your shockwave is like an enormous train. Wow, that was a very niche reference, which no one is going to get. But worth it, because I get it. Oh god, they do keep coming. I think the total of the number of them on this mission is something like 75. Like, it's a lot. And they will just keep coming at you. And it's so satisfying to kill them all. Right. I don't know if we're good, but I'm going to say we're good. Yeah, we're good. Oh no, I still hear shooty shoots. Oh, you. Good day. Wonderful. God, it is nice how fast Neural Shock recharges. There's two bombs here, blow them both up. I do quite like that final shot where the Husk squeals behind you and then just gets smacked out of the way. Anyway, we'll call it there for the episode, so thank you very much for watching. We've done 3 side missions. Next episode, we're going to be doing 3 weird side missions. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.